In 1 Nephi chapter 15, we read that the righteous are protected from the temptations and the fiery darts of the adversary. The exact phrase fiery darts only appears one other time in the scriptures, when the apostle Paul exhorted the Ephesians to take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. How did these two men, who lived 600 years apart, use the same phrase? Some might wonder if this was just a product of Joseph Smith's translation. But did you know that in the Hebrew book of Psalms, we read about fiery arrows? Historians now believe that fiery arrows were a military tactic used during Old Testament times.
Monday, the 26th of September 2022, NASA's DART mission will end its 10-month journey and crash into the asteroid Dimorphos. The asteroid chosen for this mission is not a danger to us, and it won't be after the spacecraft impacts either. And the asteroid Dimorphos was specifically chosen for the DART mission because it's not just a lone asteroid. In fact, it's an asteroid moon. It is in orbit around a much larger asteroid known as Didymos. So when the DART spacecraft crashes into Dimorphos, cancelling out just that little bit of energy of Dimorphos, it'll only affect its orbit around Didymos and not send it closer to Earth or put it on a collision course with Earth either. That's also true for the much larger asteroid Didymos, which is currently in orbit around the sun. Just taking away that little bit of energy from Dimorphos doesn't change the orbit of Didymos, and we know that even though that Didymos is classed as a potentially hazardous asteroid just because of its proximity to Earth in the orbit it takes around the sun, we know that it's not going to be on a collision course with Earth for at least the next 100 years and beyond, and it won't be after the DART mission has collided with Dimorphos. You could have a scenario where you'd have decades of warning, or you could have a scenario where you only have a few months of warning, like in the recent film Don't Look Up.
When I look out into your eyes out there, when I look out into your faces, you know what I see? I see a little bit of Elvis in each and every one of you out there. Let me tell you, well, Elvis is everywhere. Elvis is everything. Elvis is everybody. Elvis is still the king. Man, oh man, what I want you to see is that the big inside of you and me.
Word-soaked faith will extinguish, it will quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.